Hey guys, Shima here. This is Growing English by Shima. This video and this channel are made to practice speaking English for me and have no script at all. Today I'm going to talk about January 4th. I succeeded in generating great progress even though I had to stay up so late and I got up so late around 12 or 11. so yeah, I succeeded in making the day productive and good. Even though despite the such not good situation, and I did overlapping, watched the white collar, did speaking lesson, wrote market analysis, market report, watched QGQ Thank You, that is famous Japanese legal shows, legal series. Took an English video and just studied the English financial jargon. And today I realized saying that efforts will absolutely be paid off. It's quite ridiculous. However, fundamental effort, just continuing to make fundamental efforts have at least some meanings. That is completely right. So in the way, most people are not smart to understand what their fundamental efforts are. That's why most of their efforts don't have any meanings, and of course most of them will not be paid off at all. Besides, if they run into making such a fundamental effort, fortunately and accidentally, they will not continue to make such efforts because they don't have any confidence about their efforts and their path to their way to get close to their achievement of their goals. The reason why is, so just they run into doing so fortunately and accidentally, not by utilizing their intelligence. So if they're smart enough to understand what the fundamental effort is, they can absolutely continue to make such great efforts because they can be quite confident about their efforts. The reason why is they know how right they are and how right their effort is. That's why, like I said, just to continue to make a fundamental effort, it is quite essential for us to be intelligent and smart. And that's why I recommend staying or growing or being or becoming more intelligent or smarter and smarter step by step. Yeah. So yeah, the day was quite interesting day. I mean, the day was wonderful because I succeeded in generating great progress and just when I had a speaking lesson with Matt, who works as a credit analyst in an American investment bank. We chatted about the financial matters and again on January 3rd I didn't have enough time to use English because I spent the day I spent almost whole day on the with my Japanese friends while using Japanese. So it was quite a wonderful day, like I said, but I didn't have enough time to use English. So I was kind of worried about. I had kind of a little bit reservations about my English proficiency. I mean, whether my English went bad or not. However, at the time I realized my English didn't go bad, was not deteriorated. So I succeeded in expressing myself in English, and we had a great chat about financial matters in English, and we just discussed like the future of Apple. Because I wrote I'm skeptical of the growth potential of Apple in my market report. And just I'm skeptical of I'm sure I'm skeptical of the growth potential because the Apple seem to raise their hands in too many new markets for me. So they would join in the EV market or VR or AR, metaverse markets, with creating new headsets for VR. And probably they announced to join in the cloud service markets or streaming markets. So they I feel they get lost in the among various new markets, and of course I admit and I understand that they have quite strong, probably the strongest financial solidity. So they have quite solid and robust financial balance sheet in their own for themselves. However, of course, again, I doubt they have growth. I doubt they have a great amount of growth potential because I feel they get lost among various new markets, new and promising markets such as VR, semiconductor, EVs, cloud services, and video, streaming services. So they so I feel they are trying to join. They try to enter the too many markets, and they can't specialize in the specific and attractive, the most attractive market at all for them at all. So yeah, and Apple is Apple is famous or recognized as the good. Apple is recognized as quite great company as a hardware company more than the software company. So I don't recommend that they focus on software services such as cloud services, streaming services, and metaverse itself. However, they are kind of unexperienced company in the automobile industry. Especially they they don't have enough experience to create new vehicles as a hardware. So I I don't think it's great strategy for them to create EVs, electric vehicles themselves as a hardware for by them on their own. Again, because they don't have enough experience or knowledge to make vehicles as a hardware. And probably in the automobile industry, they have quite great edge in terms of software, but they are not as famous but they are not as famous as in the software. Okay. So I mean, they as a software company are not as famous as they as a hardware company. So probably if they focus on the developing software services for electric vehicles or autonomous vehicles, it's gonna be like so tough way for Apple because they are just hardware company rather than the software company. And just in as a software company, Microsoft or just Google and Facebook, like Meta platform, are much more famous than Apple, and are recognized much better company than Apple. So in the past, Google struggled to develop the software services for autonomous vehicles, but they gave up developing it because it was too hard way for Google. So that's why I'm skeptical. So I mean, I doubt Apple is gonna accomplish developing great software services for autonomous vehicles or electric vehicles. So I think that only way I think there's left only one way that they focus on developing headsets for metaverse, but I think they I think it's also gonna be tough way to Apple because they are not pioneer in the market. It's more like meta platforms are the pioneer in the market because they acquired the VR headset company by the name of Oculus in 2015, around 2015. So they they have been investing in the in developing and researching VR headsets and the metaverse itself. So in such market, of course, I think the meta platform is the most promising and the most attractive stock. And Apple is not pioneer in the market, even though they are quite famous as a hardware company, and of course they have great brand power in as a hardware company. Yeah. So I doubt there's a great amount of growth potential in the future of Apple. So that's why personally I don't recommend buying the Apple as a long-term investment. Rather than it's more like I recommend buying meta platforms formerly like Facebook as a long-term investment. Okay, so probably there's nothing that I want to tell, and it's already midnight, so I have to fall asleep as soon as possible. So that's all.